And
What up? What up, everybody? I want to welcome everyone to this week's edition of Football Fan Talk. I am your humble host, Big G.
it's your boy, the Young Architect, man.
Yes, indeed. You see, tonight we're looking like a two-man gang up in here. You know, our cohorts, had things to do. You know, we are regular 9 to 5 people, family people. So, sometimes the lineup will change. People will be in and out, but we'll look over our last week's records. And last week, Raider Lady 19 came back with a vengeance because, the week before we kind of gave her a little bit of that little he dust. You know what I mean? We smoked her up a little bit, but she came back with a vengeance. She was 9-5 last week. Well, not with a vengeance because, we like to have double-digit wins around here. But she was 9-5. The Architect, he was 7-7. Me and Raider Mike were both abysmal 6-8. But against the spread, me and Raider Mike were both 3-1. You know what I mean? Raider Lady was 2-2, and the Architect 1-3 against the spread, my brother.
Yeah, it was just a down week for me, man. I don't know what's going on, but it's all right. That's gonna change this week. That's gonna change.
We're gonna get it back. So let's do a little review of last week first. See, you got some news and notes that you want to hit on from last week's game. It's only me and you. Yeah, I guess you go first, and then I'll go after.
The big one. It was a hell of a birthday present for me. Not that I'm a fan of the Eagles or anything, but I wasn't expecting them to lose to the Commanders in that fashion. 32-21. Yeah, that's a real loss. That's not like a nail biter.
Well, that last touchdown, that was
it was kind of a little rub in the face, but still, my thing is this. I knew Washington would be a better football team with Taylor Heinicke at the helm, just because that team has rallied around them since they almost beat Tom Brady in the playoffs in 2020. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know why Washington refuses to commit to him. I don't know. Obviously, they
are now. He's starting.
Yeah, they are now. They are now. You know what I mean? But they kind of did the same thing when was that Alex Smith they had, or who's the quarterback before that? Was it Dwayne Haskins? No, it wasn't Dwayne Haskins. It might have been Alex Smith, I think. But they kind of did the same thing where they committed to him for the rest of that year. But then they went. That's when they went to go get somebody else, and you know what I mean. And I just feel like that's going to be kind of his thing at this point. But
he's the stopgap guy.
Yeah, but another one, the Vikings and the Bills game. I think that's game of the year for me. That was a hell of a game.
Yeah,
man. Justin Jefferson is that dude.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? I thought Kirk Cousins was gonna Kirk Cousins, but he had one of them games, man.
Yeah.
Man, the Steelers beating the Saints, that was a big shocker to me.
Why?
I really don't want to talk.
I picked the Steelers, man.
I know you did. I know you did. But I don't know. I don't believe in Kenny Pickett. You know what I mean? I
told you he's gonna be solid someday, man.
Yeah, I just didn't see it coming right now.
He's gonna have his ups and downs, but he'll throw a win in there from time to time.
For sure. My goddamn Raiders, man. I don't know what it is. We had a conversation earlier within the week, and I just like how you said before, Derek Carr isn't playing with confidence. And
Derek Carr's playing with confidence.
I said he's not playing with confidence.
Oh.
And the lack of that, he's supposed to be one of the leaders on the team, and that's not showing good leadership. You know what I mean? There was even points, I was telling you, there were points of the game where you saw the offense getting into it with each other on the sideline. And then you have players within the organization saying that it's not the coaching. You know what I mean? And if you got players saying it's not the coaching, then obviously it's the people who are at the helm. And unfortunately, that's all going to lie on the quarterback. And right now, Derek Carr is showing that he's not being a comparable quarterback for a team within a massive amount of offensive talent.
So what do you make of his press conference? He's crying, saying he wished everybody in the building, felt the same. So who is he talking about?
For all I know, it could go from Josh McDaniels. It can go from the GM, Ziegler. It could go all the way up to Mark Davis. I don't know. But quite honestly, we've given I'm saying we as Raider fans, we've given Derek Carr a lot of chances, and now he has everything that he could possibly want. Yes, Darren Waller was hurt. Yes, Hunter Renfrow was hurt, but you still have one of the better backs in the league this season in Josh Jacobs. You still have arguably the best receiver in the league in Devontae Adams. Like, to say that you can't make something shake when you were doing less with a young Amari Cooper and an older Michael Crabtree with, I believe, Michael Rivera and Clive Walford, you know what I mean? And a Latavius Murray who's been a backup, you know, to say you've done more with less, I would expect that you would be, somewhat, not, I wouldn't say astronomical, but you would see some type of improvement within the consistency of your play. You know what I mean? You've been in the league, 10 plus years, or at least 10 years at this point, since 2014. No, almost 10 years. And people, I give him his praise. He's done what he's done with saying that he's had a new head coach, every 3 years of his career or something like that. But I don't know, man. Either is that right? Like right now, it's looking like we're gonna have a top 10 pick. And I wouldn't be surprised if they drafted the quarterback of the future. Not saying that they're going to replace him right now, but to say that, they have somewhere where they feel like they can bring him up in their system.
Yeah. I don't know, man. When it comes to Raiders, when I look at them, when I see Derek Carr, man, I've been seeing the same guy ever since he got hurt, man.
Yeah.
Ever since he had that leg injury, like I've never seen him just become. Last year gave you a little glimmer of hope. Like when down the stretch, he was, he's looking halfway decent, but every now and then I hate the one pass he always throws to the receiver on the sideline, like he's just throwing it up for grabs.
He like lofts it.
Yeah. And it's always out of bounds. And he never gives the receiver a chance to make a play. Like
he did that on Sunday to win the game.
He always does that. But there was a stretch last year when he would actually give the guy a chance to make a play where I was like, all right, well, he's getting it or whatever. But, I think he's a good guy, man. But shit, when you're a fan of a team, do you want a good guy or you want a winner, man?
No, I want a winner. I don't care. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like,
which brings me to my gripe with my team. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
I like Dak, man, but I don't know if he's that dude, man. You know what I mean? I see a lot of not Derek Carr in the sense of the skittishness I see in Carr.
I was about to ask you that. I was about to ask you if you put him in the same category as Derek.
Damn near though. You know what I mean? But Dak, I put Dak a little above him because Dak will try to make a play a little more often than Derek Carr. Derek Carr will throw that shit away real quick. Or he'll run. You know how you do that little shit where he run and he just put his hand out.
Yeah, like he'll gain like half a yard and he does that.
Yeah, shit. That bullshit. I'll give Dak. Dak seems to be a baller, but I just don't know if he is elite. I don't know if he can make that leap. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't shown me that he can. And quite frankly, I'm at this point this year, I'm like, shit. They committed a lot of money to him. I'm like, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see down the stretch how he does. But that was disappointing. Aaron Rodgers, look, tonight, shit, they can't do nothing. They can't win. You know what I mean? Versus the Titans, they're at home, but they beat us. But it scares me, and you'll find out when I pick the games this week what's coming up. But then, what else? We got the Niners just chugging along. The Chargers the Chargers play them tough. The Chargers have beat them, I think, about 5 in a row, something like that. And the Niners got them. That defense, it's going to be what it is. For them, they just need their offense to show up. Their offense shows up to the party and they can run the ball. Of course, we know how that is. They'll be in the mix. We'll see how that goes.
Quick question. So I saw this over the weekend as well. Who would you rather have, Tua or Justin Herbert?
Shit. You know what? Starting to come around to that Tua train, man.
Right.
You know what? Right. Herbert just looks like he's out of central casting. You know what I mean? 6'4", blonde guy.
He's your prototypical quarterback. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tua, he's just accurate and he gets the job done, man.
Tua reminds me of like a Drew Brees. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that's what they say, little left-handed Drew Brees. You know, the only thing about him you concerned is just can he hold up with his health?
His health. Yeah.
If he could do that, then shit, man, you're in the mix. The offense is going to be there.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So we'll see. And then what else we got, man? What else? Any others? Speaking of Dolphins, they smoked the Browns last week.
Yeah, shit.
They put up numbers.
But that's kind of what made me that's kind of what led me to ask, because I was like, Tua, you know what I mean? 25 and 32 for 285 and 3 tubs, no interceptions. That's, you know what I mean?
Shit. And he's about to throw Tyreek to 2,000.
Is he? Shit.
So yeah, they in the mix, man. They up in the mix
for sure.
Of course. What TB12? Tom, that's 2 in a row for them, right?
Yeah.
I
told you.
Divorce was announced. He's 2-0.
I told you it was gonna change, man. You know what I mean? That was just something that he kind of like I said, once he owned up to it and he announced it to the world, that was kind of a feather. That was kind of a weight that got lifted off of his shoulders versus everybody else speculating and talking about it. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, shoot.
And the last one I want to touch on is honestly is what's it called? Justin Fields in the Bears, man. They lost. They ended up losing. But Justin Fields really doesn't look bad.
He doesn't. He looks, not only that, he looks good, man.
That man rushed for 147 yards.
I bet you this. I bet you the Niners wish they took him instead of
over Trey Lance. Oh, 100%. Absolutely. 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 they were sitting there. They're punching the air like Cuba Gooding and Boys in the Hood right now. Like that's something, because I even coming out the draft, I always have, and it's crazy. I got this from you. I always had my gripe with Ohio State quarterbacks. Always.
Yeah. And you remember that, huh?
Yeah, and specifically Urban Meyer coached quarterbacks.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, I kind of had the same thing on Justin Fields. But when I saw the Niners take Trey Lance, I was honestly surprised, because you and I we watch a lot of football together. We talk football and stuff like that. But for say to somebody that really only played 1 year, and he didn't even play a full year because of COVID, and then he goes that high, that was a big shocker to me. That was kind of like a real reach.
And he's D2.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the last guy who really did that was that Josh? No, not Josh Allen. Who
Wentz.
Yeah, Wentz. But Wentz was different. He came into a system where he wasn't just starting for you know what I mean? Like he kind of came in, and it was like you can tell that he kind of had something.
I believe they went to the same college.
North Dakota State, right?
I think
or
so.
Something like that, or South Dakota State, something like that.
North Dakota State.
Yeah, but I'm like, my thing is this, like, you can reach, but like I don't understand. Maybe their plan was to, have him sit under Jimmy a little bit more or whatever, but
still, I saw nothing in him. I mean,
I didn't see that X factor.
This is what makes me look at some GMs and be like, huh? I mean, I will give it to Lynch. He's made some good draft picks, but some
so far his home run was Debo and Nick Bosa.
Yeah, but sometimes people can't pick certain positions. Yeah, I'm tripping, man. I'm looking at my damn mustache, but I look like Hitler up this ball.
You do look. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even peep that. I ain't even peep that.
I'm gonna have to talk to the women in the house and be like, I gotta lighten this shit up. But I should have said that with this week of Kyrie and freaking Kanye. But anyway,
he's supporting.
Let me talk. Anyway, like I was saying, what was I saying?
Carson Wentz and Trey Lance.
Yeah, Trey Lance. But I just think like certain positions, certain GMs, they cannot draft certain positions. Like they may hit home runs, like the Shanahans. They hit home runs all day on running backs, man. You know what I'm saying? They cannot.
The only one that they really hit a home run on. No, that was Jay Gruden and them that hit on RG3.
Yeah, but and this is the thing.
They had
You
a
couldn't
hand in it
forget,
though.
they ran RG3 into the damn ground though,
Oh
bro.
yeah, so they
You know what I'm
ruined him.
saying?
They absolutely ruined him. Now this
They
man is
shortened
on
that
making
man's career.
TikToks about
I
college.
mean, and then look at Trey Lance. Look at how he got hurt. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
bruh, they run the quarterbacks into the ground. They got,
Mhm.
the daddy got lucky with John Elway. You know what I'm saying?
But even still, like John Elway, I mean, you look at it at the end of his career, he was pretty toe up too.
No, John Elway he's a freak of an athlete, man. You know what I mean? The daddy just got lucky. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And then not only got lucky to have Elway, he was lucky to have freaking Terrell Davis and Shannon Sharp too.
And Shannon Sharp, yeah. Didn't
So,
they have was their receiver, was it Rod Smith?
yeah,
He wasn't
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
crazy, but like,
He was decent. He was good,
yeah.
man. He was solid. But with all that, man, we getting into that. We got to get into these picks for the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I gotta come back for my crown, you dig?
Hey, we done already picked. Like you took the Titans tonight. Look
I did
like,
take the Titans, yes.
oh yeah, you'll be 1-0.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
took
Yeah.
the Pack. Looks like I'll be 0-1. Raider Mike took the Titans also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him that. And Raider Lady 19 took the Pack.
And honestly, though, I was like, even though they were playing in Green Bay, the only reason why I took the Titans is because Derrick Henry, since he's come back from injury, he may not have had like great numbers, but he's running with a vengeance. After that, I forgot what week it was when he got lit up. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That week he got lit up. Ever since then, he's kind of
Yeah.
been playing with like a chip on his shoulder. So I
Yeah.
like that.
Oh,
So.
King Henry's been doing his thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. We're gonna go to week number 11, and let's get it
Yes, sir.
cracking. Now, first up, we got the Rams visiting the Saints. Now, the Rams are 0-5-1 against the spread in their last 6 November games. The Saints are 0-4 in their last 4 November games. Home team is 8-1 against the spread the last 9 between these two teams. But the Rams are 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 meetings. So, shit, it's only me and you, man. I'm gonna let you start it off, man.
Man, it's crazy. Like at the beginning of this season, I was like, oh, the Rams. I'm not saying I didn't say they were gonna go to the Super Bowl again, but I was like, they're poised to make another playoff run. But man, now, whew, they just lost to Arizona, and they're both playing backups. Like that defense, I don't know what happened to that defense. I mean, Aaron Donald, he only got 5 sacks on the year. You know what I mean? Like, talk about a Super Bowl hangover,
I was about to say Super Bowl hangover, man.
For that reason, man, I'm a roll with Andy Dalton and the Saints, man.
You're
I think
acting like that's a hard decision.
Honestly, it's crazy. Like,
who's missing for the Rams this week?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Cooper Kupp, man.
Oh, Cooper Kupp's on IR. That's right. Yeah.
Come on,
never mind. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, the Saints, easy. Never mind, man. Never mind, man. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Let me just give you a little cheat code there, real quick. You dig?
Yeah.
Hold on. I got a little notes in here too. Let me see. Is there something else in this game? Nope. Yeah, I'm going with the Saints. That's not winner for me. Next up, we have the Jets visiting the Patriots. This one's going to be a little rougher, man, because they got that blizzard up there up north in the Northeast. So
but they both used to play it in the cold. So
yeah, but the Jets, man, amazingly enough, they're 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 road games. Shit, they're 4-0 against a team with a winning record. Patriots are 6-0 in their last 6 games in November, and they're 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 overall. The favorite, which is the Pats, are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 between these two, and the Jets are 0-4 in the last 4 meetings against the spread. A lot of info.
Yeah.
Go even further. Jets have the number 18 offense. Patriots offense is ranked 26. Jets have 7D. Patriots have the 12th ranked D. Like, So, we can switch back and forth. So, on this, the numbers say pick the Jets. You know what I'm saying? But the history says pick the Pats. And I think Belichick, his mind control over the league is slowly dissipating. But I think
it ain't there yet.
I think it's gonna still work in this game. So, I'll take the Pats, man.
Yeah, man. I'm going quite the opposite with you on this one. I'm taking the Jets. And I mean, they have an opportunity to be tied for first place after this week. Because I believe Miami's on a bye, if I'm not mistaken. So, and the fact that they beat the Bills this year, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Nobody was expecting the Jets to be like this. Nobody. I definitely wasn't. I knew their defense was going to be all right. Probably top 10. But hey, I believe in the Jets now, and I'm probably wrong for doing so because they're the Jets. But
well, one more tip let me throw in there.
What?
Patriots have beaten the Jets.
Oh God.
13 straight times.
God, you know what? Yeah, they about to be 13-1. I'm gonna still rock with the Jets.
Yeah, okay. I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, you can throw that one's gonna hit right here, but it's okay.
Oh yeah. And the Jets have lost their first game after a bye 6 straight years.
Damn, they sound like the Raiders.
So, I'm just saying.
Oh, King Henry.
But who knows? Like you said, things change. History, sometimes switches up on you.
Yeah.
But next up, let's go to the Bears visiting the Falcons. The Bears, the number 21 ranked offense and 15th ranked defense. And the Falcons at the 27th ranked offense and 31st ranked defense. You know what I mean? Yeah. Check this out. Bears are 0-4-1 in the last 5 against the spread against teams with a losing record. Falcons are 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 overall. The Bears are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings between these two teams. So, who do you like? Bears, Falcons.
Like I said, I think Justin Fields is starting to improve. I can see them going into Atlanta, especially that's Justin Fields' home. They thought he was going to go to Atlanta before they got Kyle Pitts because, that's hometown kid. But I'm going to go ahead and go Chicago. Better quarterback, better defense, better pizza, better ingredients, Papa John's. And I'm going to take the points on that one as well.
Points on that one, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That was a good one. Well, man, Falcons are starting to lose their mystique at home. Usually at home, like last year, I think against the spread, they were undefeated. You know what I mean? At home.
Tito funny. Tito talk about he asked me if I went to the Cardinals game and because of my hair dye. Nah, Tito, man, we ain't gonna talk about that,
man. Yeah, I didn't even trip off that. That's
funny.
I
didn't even peep.
Let me see. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Falcons, man. I think
really
at home. Yeah, man. I don't the Bears. They're upstart, but in their last 5 games, I believe they got over 200 yards rushing as a team. But a lot of that is Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So they're going against the number 31 ranked defense. I think they probably still will get it up in there.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, too. You want to talk about if you look at it, well, at least it looks like a poor man's Ravens offense right now. If you talk about Justin Fields leading the way in rushing, because that's exactly what what I mean. The Ravens did with Lamar. Especially if they couldn't get the ball in the air. Well, they're like, all right, we're gonna give it to our guy who can run.
Tito found somebody new to pick on tonight, huh? Because our Raider Mike ain't there, so
Nah, nah, I wonder. Oh, that's cold, Tito. That's cold. Oh man, that's cold, man. You know what? I ain't even mad at it. I can take the smack talk, man. Raiders ain't looking too good this season, and y'all traded for a hell of a running back in Christian McCaffrey. So kudos.
I see. Oh, you got to excuse me, G. I'm over. Yes. I'm over here refilling my accoutrements.
Your beverage. Your beverage. You good. Nah, man.
Yes. Got to get a little cowboy special going on over here. Yeah. So so I'm gonna take the Falcons, man.
That's crazy.
I think at home they're a different team. I think Mariota will he's gonna show up. It's gonna be a nice back and forth, but I just don't trust the Bears on the road. They're young. They're gonna be better as the year goes along, but judge because they should have won last week.
They should have. They should have for sure.
But they don't know how to win yet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they'll defense travels. So and they're deep, they don't have a defense to travel. So
that's the Falcons don't have a defense regardless. Like
they play better at home. They just some teams are just like that.
Yeah.
So, So I mean we'll see who got it cracking night,
Yeah, but let's
see. So let me get that one in. Next up, we got the Panthers visiting the Ravens. Now the Panthers, they have the 30th ranked offense, and they have the 25th ranked defense. The Ravens have the 12th ranked offense and 19th ranked defense. Not used to the Ravens defense ranked 19. That don't even sound right.
It don't.
Ravens, they're favored by 10.5 too. So
damn, 10.5. Shit. Hey, you see you didn't see that interview that press conference Baker had when he was asking them about Lamar Jackson. That man was talking about how he said Lamar Jackson, I guess either before the draft or one of the off seasons, Lamar Jackson's mom hit up Baker and was like, "You better come down here and work out with Lamar." He was like, "I politely declined." He's like, "That woman's very intimidating." I was like, "Damn, Baker."
I'm taking the Ravens now. But look, the Panthers, they're 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games following the bye week. The Panthers, 0-4 versus the spread versus a team with a winning record. But in their last 5 meetings, believe it or not, the Ravens are 0-4-1 against the spread versus the Panthers. I believe that stops this week. I think the Ravens are gonna kick their ass for some reason.
I think so.
I think it's gonna be some boots put up in that ass, man. You know what I'm saying? And I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens big in this one. And the spread is 10.5. Guess what? I'm going big.
You taking the points?
Taking the points, man. I'm going big.
All right. I mean, I'm taking the Ravens too.
Probably this here.
Yeah, it's definitely that right. It's definitely that right there.
You see that, Tito? Yeah, man.
Yeah. Look, y'all
big. Yeah.
I ain't taking the points, but I'm taking the Ravens. I'll be honest. I'm gonna take the Ravens now, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and go down that yellow brick road down by yourself.
You can have that one by yourself, huh?
Yeah. I will not smoke a bag of that, as you would say.
I like that. You listen to Pop sometimes, huh?
Well, hard-headed, but I'm here.
Gotta get these 3 last. Make sure. Oh, I didn't know the Niners got the Monday night game, huh?
Oh, perfect. We get to pick the skull.
Yeah. Yes,
Are they playing in Arizona?
Yeah, they are.
Let me see how much the tickets are.
Okay, so next up, we got the Commanders -2.5 visiting the Texans. The Commanders are 3-0-1 against the spread in their last 4 games. Commanders are 5-0-1 against the spread in their last 6 November games. The Texans are 0-4 in their last 4 home games versus a team with a losing record. Texans are 4-1 in their last 5 following against the spread loss. And last but not least, the favorite in this series is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5. your turn to go first, right? Who do you like? Commanders?
I'm going with the Commanders, man. You look at the Texans, yeah, like they um they're improving, I would say. I like that Davis Mills. He does look like not necessarily a quarterback of the future, but a quarterback right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, I like their running back, Damian Pierce. I think he was the best. I think behind Brees Hall, I think he was the best running back in the draft class. Might even possibly be better. Damn. I saw what he said. I saw what he said. Damn. Damn. But no, I just think Washington's a better football team. Games in Mexico City. Damn. That's still yeah, that's a drive. But no, I'm gonna take Washington, even if Houston, you know, I don't know. You know, good on Lovie Smith for making the most of what he can out of this team, but
yeah, they just don't have enough talent, man.
They don't, you know.
I'm with you on that. I'm going Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders are showing life with Heineke at the quarterback.
With Heineken, man, I'm telling you.
We got Heineke at the quarterback. They got a running game. I forget the dude who got shot in the leg.
Gibson. Antonio Gibson?
Yeah. And the other guy. Who's the dude who got shot in the leg? He's doing good too.
I forgot his name. I'm gonna be honest, and that's cold.
Not only that, guess who's coming back this week?
Chase?
Yep.
He's practicing or he's actually like back?
He's gonna play in the game. You know what I mean? He's supposed to play this week.
Yeah, that changes a lot. That changes a lot because I mean that is, you want to talk about an anchor to a defense. That is him.
Yeah, and the D line is already good. They're playing well.
Yeah, exactly.
So, he throw his ass in the mix.
Oh, and they just picked up that dude. What was it? Didn't they just pick up the dude that Green Bay just dropped? Amari Rodgers, wasn't that him? No. That wasn't him. Somebody else. But hey, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, man. You know, I mean, Commanders might be doing a little thing. Tito said Roberson. Tito be on it, man. We got to have that cat do a little cameo up in here.
You know what I mean? So,
but next up, we got the Browns visiting the Bills.
This one's tough for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, he said Roberson got shot. He's the running back.
Yeah, he's the one that got Brian Robinson. That's what it is. That's what it is. Brian Robinson.
All right, good shot. Good shot, Tito. But next up, we got the Browns visiting the Bills. Bills favored by 9.5. It's about to be snowing up to 6 inches out in that ball. It's going to be snowstorm for real. They were talking about moving the game.
I think they did. They did. I believe they did. Yeah. They're playing in Detroit.
Are they?
Yeah.
What, in the Silverdome or whatever? What is it
Detroit's Ford Field. Yeah, Ford Field. Yeah, that's what they're playing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, the report came out like a few hours ago.
Man,
I totally forgot about that. They're playing in Detroit. Because Detroit's playing in New York. I got to pull it up right here. It's on NFL.com.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Look, the NFL announced on Thursday that Sunday's game between the Cleveland Browns and Buffalo Bills have been moved from Buffalo to Detroit's Ford Field due to snowstorms.
Damn. I was going to take Buffalo just on the strength of being that cold.
It's snowing in Cleveland too.
I know, but you know, Buffalo, when you go there, that's a different kind of cold, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like there in Canada, man.
It's a different kind of cold coming off that little icy lakes. It's a little different on that northeast side. So
Buffalo hasn't been looking as dominant either, though, in these last 2 weeks, huh?
You get Josh Allen, ideal conditions. You know what I'm saying? No wind, no nothing. You get that. I think Buffalo they'll boat smoke the Browns, man. You know,
and Deshaun still ain't back yet, so you know
he'll come back till December the 4th.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
He's practicing with the team right now. He practice, but he'll be game time December 4th. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bills, man. You know what I'm saying? Ideal conditions between these two teams. The Bills are a talented team. I was gonna take that spread, even though it's large at 9.5, but Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that.
Who you got, man?
I was gonna take the Bills regardless, because you talk about like ideal conditions. Josh Allen played college football in Wyoming.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, and
No,
don't get me wrong, I like Jacoby Brissett. He's been doing damn good this season. Damn good. You know what I mean? Although Cleveland is only 3-6, Jacoby Brissett has been doing what he's need to do for the most part, because Cleveland is a run first team. But the only reason why I was hesitant was because the Bills just haven't looked dominant in the last few weeks. But I do somewhat expect that to change this week, because like once they changed it to they're playing indoors, Josh Allen gonna air that thing out.
That's what I'm saying. They about to light him up.
He about to have a field day. You know what I mean? And I just hope, realistically, I hope Myles Garrett and them boys can do something to make Josh Allen a little shaky. But he's still 6'5", 240, and you know what I mean? You got to bring him down. But
sit around the yard, man.
Yeah, he gonna make it look like schoolyard football out there, man. I'm going to go with them Bills. I'm not taking the points. I just want to say that. I'm not taking points.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. 9.5 is crazy.
That's a lot. That's a lot of skin in the game.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we got the fresh off of their first loss Eagles -8.5 versus the Colts. Now, the Eagles are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 road games. The Colts are 6-0 in their last 6 games in Week 11, which means they get better as the year goes on. And the road team is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings between these two teams, which would be the Eagles. I believe it's your turn to go first. Like
yeah,
Eagles,
man.
Like the Colts.
I'm going with the Eagles. Yeah, they got their first loss, but I don't think that's going to be, the end all be all for them. I think they're going to get them back on track. And Indy really isn't, they're not a threat. They just shut down, what's his name, for the rest of the year. Shaquille Leonard, he has surgery. You know what I'm saying? Without their leader of their defense, Matt Ryan, he's not going to do what he did against the Raiders. He's just not. Yeah, Philly. And what's the spread on that?
8.5.
I'll take the points on that. I'll take the points on that. 8.5. Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be breaking news on that, because I'm damn sure taking the spread on it. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like,
you guys, y'all gave the Colts a false sense of.
We gave Matt Ryan a goddamn 45-yard run or some shit like that.
Yeah, nah. Y'all made them believe they're actually good, man.
We really did. We really did, which is ridiculous. Like,
bees like that sometimes, young and the bees like that. But we're gonna move.
Been like that for
pushing
20 plus years of my life.
I'm sorry. Well, you could have been on the right side.
I mean, you also accepting applications? No, just playing.
Young G. All right, next up, we got the Lions visiting the Giants. Now, they should get the tail end of this little storm that's going on. You know what I mean? It's in the state, so wonder they're going to wind up playing at home. But I don't know.
I don't know.
Buffalo's further up north, so we shall see. They still should get cold weather, and that won't be good for the Lions. So the Lions, they do have number 6 ranked offense, but their defense is dead last in the league. Giants, number 23 offense, number 18 defense. And the Lions, believe it or not, are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games in November. And the Lions are 4-1 in their last 5 visits to New York against the spread. And the road team, Giants, 7-2, last 9 meetings between these two teams against the spread.
And the road team is who?
The road team's the Lions.
Okay. You said they were winning against the spread? You cut out.
The road team 7-2 against the spread in the last 9 between these two. Yeah. I'm going first, but shit. I mean, I still don't believe in the Giants.
I was gonna say I knew you was gonna say that. You sound like how you want to talk about hate.
I mean, I believe in the Eagles. I reluctantly have to get that up. Commanders, I don't.
I feel like you believe more in the Eagles because they have a legitimate quarterback.
I don't even know if that's true. I don't know if he's legit yet.
I know you wouldn't put Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts in the same boat though.
No, but the Giants seem to have some sort of program going on right now that's working.
Yeah, Saquon.
They got a nice little elixir jumping off, man. Something. They seem to be gelling. You know what I mean? They're playing as a team. We have the number. I have no fear of them as a team.
Yeah, for a fact.
They come up and play Dallas, we're gonna beat them. But
100%.
This game against the Lions, shit, they're gonna win. Not only gonna win, they're gonna cover that damn 3, man.
Cover 3?
Yeah, I don't think the Lions will be able to take Jared Goff's not going into New York, throwing in all that wind, and to be able to cover this.
Jared Goff hasn't played in that ever. He's been a West Coast kid his entire life, with an exception of playing in Detroit, and they play indoors.
Yeah, that's why I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Giants for me. Who you got?
You know, this crazy. I think the NFC East, y'all might have 3 teams in the playoffs. Y'all very much might. The way it's looking right now is very
possible.
But with that being said, I'm going with Detroit, and I'm taking the points.
What?
Yep.
Damn.
I'm so serious. And the main reason is like that rah-rah stuff, man. That rah-rah stuff, man.
Nah, hell no.
And this is I guess this will be my quote unquote upset of the week. But I think Detroit can go into New York and it's hella cold. And they're going to bite some kneecaps and dive at some ankles like Dan Campbell would once say. You know what I mean? Like, I think New York can pull this through. And you know, those points, the 3.5, that I think they can do that. 3. Okay. Yeah, I think they can do that. I think they can do it.
Hey, it's very possible. That's not out of the realm. You've made some crazier picks that have won. So
I have. So, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see.
I don't see Detroit, an indoor team, going to that outdoor cold and pulling this off, man.
That's gonna be something.
Okay, we'll see. Next up, we got the Bengals -4.5 visiting the Steelers. Bengals offense is ranked number 8 in the league, and surprisingly, their defense is number 10. Going against the Steelers. Damn, Steelers got the 28th ranked offense and the 27th ranked defense. And is Minkah Fitzpatrick back this week? I know he missed last week.
That is an excellent question.
He may still be.
1 second.
But let's see. The Steelers are 5-1-1 in the last 7 home games against the spread. The Bengals are 10-22-1 against the spread in the last 33 meetings between these two teams. Now, history says, you know, the Bengals have no chance because, you know, 10-22-1 in the last 33. But those are a lot of games without Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
you know
a lot of games without Joe Burrow. A lot. To answer your question, he returned back to practice. As you know, he did have an appendectomy last week. But he said he returned to practice and he hopes to play. So I don't think he will.
Nah, he shouldn't.
He really shouldn't. He really shouldn't. You know what I mean?
Nah, he ain't gonna play. He's not gonna play. Yeah. So with that being said, who do you like? I think you're first.
I'm going with Cincy. You want to talk about
Raider Mike would say those bingo.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, even I thought that offense without Jamar Chase was going to be really bad, but Joe Mixon stepped up. The other receivers stepped up. I'm not saying that they skipped the beat, but like, you know, they seem like they have a good offense, you know, going right now as far as, and then I can only imagine when Jamar Chase gets back, it's going to be even better. But yeah, man, you want to talk about quarterback play. Like you said, that record doesn't reflect who the Bengals are now. You know what I mean? 10-22, 10-22-1, as you said. Yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest with Joe Burrow. They might still have a losing record because the Steelers were the Steelers. Let's not forget that. but I don't think they would only have 10 wins with Joe Burrow at the helm. So for that reason, I'm going with them Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow.
Yes. Next up, we got the Chiefs visiting the Charger. Chiefs.
You taking Cincy too?
Huh?
You taking Cincy too?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say.
Yeah, you ain't say. You ain't say. Yeah, let me know now. Let me know.
I don't
trying to hide your picks, huh? Trying to hide your picks.
I don't fight it. I don't fight it. Yeah, I'm taking them Bengals, man. That's an easy one for me. The Steelers, they got the win last week. I picked them to win because I think that was an inspirational game. I think they won it for Tomlin. That was the only team in the NFL who he hadn't beat yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
And I said it on the show last week, man. That's why I picked them.
I don't remember you saying that. I'll be honest.
Just like when you was young, man. Wasn't paying attention. Pops was dropping jewels on you.
Hey, look, man. I picked up on the ones that was
damn. Yeah. But next up, we got the Chiefs -7 visiting the Chargers. Chiefs they're bringing their number 2 offense and number 16 ranked defense to the Chargers, the number 15th ranked offense, number 20 ranked defense. Now, check this out. The Chiefs are 0-6-1 in their last 7 against the spread against the AFC. And the Chiefs are 0-5-1 in the last 6 games following a straight-up win. And then the Chiefs are 8-1 in their last 9 meetings in Los Angeles. These are all against the spread. And the Chiefs are 1-4-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings between these two teams. Now, the Chargers, they were known for covering the spreads against the Niners. And the Niners won last week, but guess what? I took the Chargers against the spread, and they did win against the spread last week.
Yeah.
Is it your turn to go first? Or, no, I went. You went first last time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs to win, but I'm taking the Chargers against the spread. So let me see. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. Chiefs win. You know what I'm saying? Chargers spread. Because I just think like the AFC, the way the AFC West is, these teams, they all know each other, they all battle. It's just
they do.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. The Raiders, a lot of their games, they were lost by 1 possession. So watch this game against Denver is going to be a 1 possession game too.
Because I think we beat Denver.
Oh hell no! Did you see what Tito just typed in there?
Not the Charlie Chapman. Damn, not the silent film master. That's some cold work.
You're going to make me go get my mom Clippers right now.
Nah, chill out. Just wait.
Hey, bro. There's hair here. It's just thin, man. This is just, I don't know why it grows thicker, man. But I'm about tonight, before I go to bed, I'm trimming that
clean
down.
It all up, man. You got to clean it all up. Damn, not Charlie Chapman. That's cold. That's
cold work, man. That's some cold work. That's that sounds like some 49er fan shit.
That's cold. Nah, I'm rocking with the Chiefs too, man. Chargers been disappointing this season.
Very.
You know what I mean? Like they 5-4.
The record is step back though.
Yeah, they 5-4. They won game above 500, but nah, they really like for all the hype that's been on the Chargers this year, bro. It's really not that good.
Nah, they're not. Well, they had a lot of injuries. You know what I mean?
But even with that, they've always dealt with injuries. Like they dealt with injuries for a minute, whether that be their own line, someone on their defense, Derwin James, the past 2 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. For whatever reason, the Chargers, and honestly, I think it's their head coach because he's such he's like a he's one of those stat guys.
He's an analytics guy.
Yeah, one of those analytic dudes. Like, I really think it's got a lot to do with that. Yeah, analytics are great for the game of football. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but saying that you pretty much solely rely how you coach on analytics, you got to have a feel for the game as well. And I don't necessarily see that his feel for the game is that great.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think I'm like, bruh, it's almost like he's how can I put this politically correct? I don't know how, but I would say it's like he's playing nerd ball. You know what I'm saying? It's just like uh
He just looks at the
he's
numbers and he kind of just takes it with that for face value. He doesn't really do a deep
he's
dive into
he's
things.
a he's a math teacher teaching PE. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bruh, let us
Damn,
play.
damn, I didn't even think about it like yeah, yeah,
It's
something like
just like,
that. You know what I mean?
bro, let us play football, man. Stop fucking around and trying to ask us to do long division while we're in the
Mhm.
midst of the battle.
And
This
you
is
know what's crazy? It's kind of like a double-edged sword because if it worked, we'd be like, he's a genius.
but it ain't working.
It's really not working. It's really
You
not. You know,
know what I'm
and man,
saying?
and it really, and it really showed. And I'm gonna bring this up real quick. It really showed last year when they could have went for the tie, but he wanted to go for the win,
And
and
like
he could have
Tito,
got
he
to the
brought out
playoffs.
a good point. He's like, we know Justin, he been missing his receivers because Williams ain't playing
He's missed
and
Keenan
Keenan
Allen pretty
Allen ain't
much since like week
playing.
2.
Both have been missing games. I mean, this is true, but some of his coaching decisions, all them fourth downs he goes for, shit like that, man,
Mm-hmm.
it plays into it also. Know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
I
But
don't
my
know.
thing is this too. I mean, granted, yes, Joey Bosa has been hurt, but if you look at it for the past few years, Joey Bosa been doing stuff by himself, and then you trade for a Khalil Mack, you get a J.C. Jackson,
He
who
been doing his thing though.
unfortunately J.C. Jackson he is out for the rest of the season, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken, correct?
yeah.
You backed up the Brinks truck for him. Thought he's gonna come back. You thought you was stealing somebody from the Patriots, and you was like, damn, like this is the one. This was supposed to be their year. You deal with all these injuries, you deal with, you know, the things that you are. And then on top of that, you have a coach who really isn't that like, he doesn't seem football savvy, as far as
Yeah.
like being on the field and like knowing,
Just
certain
having a
things.
feel for the game.
Yes, exactly. Having a feel for the game. That's such a big factor. You know what I mean? Like say he had that analytical side, but let's just say he had like the mentality of like a Dan Campbell. That would be a hell of a combination.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, like I said, I'm going with KC. I don't think Chargers are. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, okay, shoot. We got 3 more games to pick. G, you need to pick 2 more against the spreads. So keep
Okay.
that in mind.
Okay. Okay.
So let's see, because we got the Cowboys game to pick, the Raiders game, and the Niners game.
Mhm.
Uh, the Niners is Monday night, so I'll do everyone a favor. We can do Cowboys, Vikings first. Shit.
I mean, as a lone Raider fan here, we could have did the Raider game first.
Yeah, let's change it up. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
you always
Let's
do
do
the
that,
Raider game
man.
last, so you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, let's do that, man. Raiders versus Broncos. Broncos favorite 2.5. Raiders have the number 17th ranked offense, number 28th ranked defense. The Broncos number 22 ranked offense and the number 2 ranked defense. Now, Raiders are
you
one and
said number
seven.
2 ranked offense and number 2 ranked defense.
The number 22 ranked offense,
Oh,
number defense.
I thought you said 2. I was like, what the
Hell,
hell? I
hell
was
no.
gonna say they're the worst fucking.
What in the window, Tyler?
Right. Like, nah.
See, the Raiders are 1 and 7 against the spread in their last 8 versus a team with a losing record. Raiders are 1 and 6 against the spread their last 7 in November. The Raiders are 9 and 1 against the spread in their last 10 meetings with the Broncos. The home team is 4-1 against the spread the last 5 meetings. But hold on, I took a note right before we started the show regarding this game. It is the Raiders beat the Broncos 5 straight. The last 5 times they played, Raiders then hung an L on them. So that being said, oh well shit. You're the Raider, you're the lone wolf here, so I'll let you go last. You know what? The Raiders have won 5 straight against the Broncos, but
Bro, look, go ahead, rip the Band-Aid off, man. I know what you finna do. And they playing in Denver.
It's in Denver. Denver's playing a little better. I didn't expect Denver to win the last game. They won, versus Seattle. Seattle's a good team. So, I hate to say it, brother. I gotta take
Go
the
ahead.
Broncos, man.
Go ahead,
You
big
know what I
dog.
mean?
You think and we split this year, which is, it's understandable.
The Broncos, they just, bruh, I think they're a little better right now. Something's
The
going on with the
Broncos are
Raiders.
another team. The Broncos are another team that's underperforming this year as well, too, though.
Yeah. And the Raiders got some shit going on in their organization. You know what
Dude,
I'm saying?
yeah, it's something missing. I don't know what it is.
We'll find out
You know,
later. But
somebody's gonna say something. It might be Jonathan Abrams since he got cut now. Shit. And the Packers picked
say
him up
something.
actually, So,
So what do you
but
got?
and it's crazy. As a Raider fan, I'm so reluctant to say this. I'm actually taking the Raiders. And the only reason being is because the
You're
last
taking
game,
Raider Mike's and Raider 19th place.
yeah, yeah. But the last time we looked like a good football team for the most part, at least offensively, was against Denver, and that
Yeah.
was in Vegas. You know what I mean? Russell Wilson, he had his moments, he had his spots, but our defense stood up when it needed to. Derek Carr looked confident in the pocket, and now no Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
I don't have, you know what I mean? That's less pressure because, as you can see from last week, Derek Carr, for whatever reason, he doesn't want to get out of the pocket. He crumbles up into a little ball whenever he gets too enclosed, and he doesn't want to use his legs. He should have more time in the pocket with no Bradley Chubb. That defensive line isn't great on the Broncos side. You really just got to worry about Pat Surtain versus Devontae Adams, which I'm going to be honest, Pat Surtain is good, but Devontae Adams is still that dude. He's been proven. We'll see, man. We'll see. I think it's going to be another high scoring game.
You think it's going to be high scoring, huh?
It was like 32-23 last game or something like that. I think it's going to be around that, somewhere around there again.
Okay.
If Derek Carr, he crying and all that. So hopefully he cried all them tears out and he got some heart. You know what I mean? Something to show for it. Because 2-7, we're last in our division. That's where everybody expected us to be. We beat Denver. You know what I mean? We're 2-0 against them. That puts us in third automatically. We're good. I'll be set. But I'm saying we're going into Denver. We're going to get that dub. What's the point spread?
It is, sorry, put it 2.5 Broncos.
Yep, I'll take the points on that. I'll take the points on that. Oh, we'll see.
Okay. So next up, we're gonna move it to the Monday night game. Monday night game, we got the 49ers minus 7.5 versus the Cardinals. Now the 49ers are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 versus the NFC West. Cardinals are 1-6 in their last 7 versus the NFC West. The Niners are 1-7-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings between these two teams. And the underdog is 6-1-1 in the last 8 games against the spread with these two. So, Architect, what do you think about this one here?
Cardinals suck.
Okay, off the rip.
Off the rip. Cardinals suck. 4-6. That doesn't reflect that they're still a bad team organizationally. You have your head coach getting cussed out by your quarterback, who's literally the same age as me. You have your quarterback also cussing out his best receiver. You know what I mean? Getting into it. I mean, if you got a 24, 25-year-old walking up to your head coach telling you to effing calm down, effing relax, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't sit right with me. Even though I don't know if Kyle is playing again. I don't think it would really make a difference whether he was playing again or not. But I will say this, the new Call of Duty did just come out, so he might be at home. But nah.
His little hamstring is bothering him though, right?
Not even on some low blow type stuff. I think the Niners are going to take this one. I think the score. Man, you know what? Score, I'll go 27-17.
27-17, huh?
Yeah. And that's if Kyler Murray plays, they score 17. If they don't score 17, then
Let's see here. That's a nice little score there. Well, I'm gonna take the Niners too, because I just think they're a better team. You know, although guess what? Since DeAndre Hopkins came back, he has more receptions than any receiver in NFL, and
As he should.
he's third in yards.
As he should.
So
He absolutely should be.
if Murray gets action at throwing the ball, the Niners, the one weak spot on the team on the defense is the damn secondary. So something to keep an eye on, you know what I mean? Which I know probably concerns true Niner fans a little bit, but Niners are gonna win the game. And I think the score will be, let's see, I will say 20. Now hold on, let me think.
Remember, they're playing in altitude too.
Let's see the defense. Number 22. I'll say 24 to 20.
24-20. Oh, that's a close one. That's a close one.
Yeah, because I think divisional is going to be a divisional game, and I just have a feeling that the Cardinals they'll get some big plays on the Niners. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is going to catch a couple of big balls. No Frank Ocean.
Oh my God. Terrible.
Yeah, man. But all right, with that, let's move into the last pick of the week. We got the Cowboys -1.5 is in the upstart Vikings, man.
You say upstart?
Cowboys upstart, man. They only got one loss, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
gotta give it to Kurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cowboys, 20th ranked offense, 11th ranked defense. Minnesota, 11th ranked offense, 29th ranked defense, though. So it could be a chance for Dak to get right. Cowboys 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 games, following against the spread loss. Vikings 3-0-1 against the spread in the last 4 overall. Cowboys 3-8 in the last 11 meetings against the spread with these two teams. But the road team, which is the Cowboys, is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. So Architect, Cowboys, Vikings.
No. Pops. Pop.
Oh,
Real quick, can I get you to admit that you was wrong about Zeke this year?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
It's all right, man. I'm a humble
but
man.
I do like the fact that Tony Pollard has kind of picked up where he left off. I will say that.
Yeah, I like TP.
I like y'all defense. Micah Parsons, that man is a beast. And realistically, solely because y'all have Micah Parsons, I'm taking the Cowboys. Because Kirk Cousins, you get him.
Reason.
That's the sole reason. 11 from heaven, baby. You put pressure on Kirk Cousins, he's gonna fold. I'm gonna be honest, he's gonna fold.
Yeah.
Well, Buffalo doesn't have a Micah Parsons.
You need one more against the spread, by the way.
I thought I have 4. I should have Chicago, Philly, Detroit, and Vegas.
Hold up. I got Chicago, Philly. Oh, okay. I didn't know you had Detroit.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Good. You're good.
So yeah, no, I'm taking like I said, if Buffalo had Micah Parsons, probably that game against Minnesota would look different. I'll be honest. But because he's so disruptive, I do expect Dak to play better. I do expect, everybody to, especially on the offensive side, y'all will execute better. Y'all are not bad offensively. And Kirk Cousins, you want to talk about somebody who's inconsistent? He's one of those guys. Albeit this season, like you said, they only have 1 loss. But Kirk Cousins, he's still the same old guy who's going to throw you a pick or 2. And with y'all defense, y'all are going to capitalize if he throws y'all a pick or 2. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna roll with Dallas, man. I think y'all gonna roll in. Y'all playing in a dome. It don't really matter. Weather don't affect y'all if y'all playing in a dome because y'all play inside anyways. So I think y'all gonna roll in there. Y'all gonna go ahead and do what y'all got to do, and do what you got to
Yeah,
do.
yeah, Tito. He's trying to support
Yeah.
freaking son father abuse. Damn.
Oh man.
Man, yeah, we gonna get this one, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain rhythms in the league, man. Certain teams just they play well against other teams. No, a lot of people, I don't know if you remember what game kind of started it for my boy, my backup, man. Uh his
Cooper.
name is Cooper.
Yeah, he beat
Cooper
Minnesota,
Rush.
right?
It started with him beating Minnesota in Minnesota. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and over the years, they're one of those teams, except when they had Randy Moss, that
Yeah, that was different. That was
we
different.
we can kind of get with their program, man.
Mhm.
And Kirk Cousins has always been a quarterback where we can get with his program. So
Always, because y'all played them twice a year in Washington. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So
he throws us the ball, man. He will
mhm,
throw. I predict Diggs will have at least one pick.
mhm,
I can see that easy.
for sure,
And
for sure.
you know, 11 from heaven, he'll have at least, two
He'll
sacks.
have a sack or two. Yeah, for sure.
It kind of happens like that. It's just the rhythm of the game. It's how it goes. And Minnesota, although they look good on paper as far as their record, they're nothing to be really fearful of besides Jefferson. Jefferson. No,
Dalvin
hold
Cook
on.
too. Get
I
Dalvin
was about to
Cook.
say
Dalvin
Dalvin
Cook.
too.
That's
It's a pick your poison. I think everyone thinks they can run on us. I'm anxious to see if we can stop Dalvin Cook. If we can get with his program, I
Mhm.
think we'll be cool. But if Dalvin Cook is having a day and Jefferson's having a day, we're in trouble.
And they forget people forget too they traded for a quote unquote security blanket in T.J. Hawkinson, who did look good against Buffalo, but if Kirk ain't got time back there in the pocket,
Yeah. And I
this is all
think
bad. It's all bad.
we gonna give him time, man. We gonna get at Kirk, man. We know pressure bust pipes, man. I think
Yep.
Quinn, he's gonna dial up pressure on him, and I think we'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly.
G, know what I'm saying? I keep that's how to have it. All right, architect. You know what I'm saying?
You good?
That's gonna wrap it up for this week, man. It was wonderful hanging out, father and son time. It's always
Absolutely.
uh
He said, well, Tito, yes, sir.
that was food.
Tito. Oh yeah.
All right, man. Good. Shout out to Tito, man, for making the chat
Appreciate it,
live,
man. That
man.
man loyal.
One love, brother. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just sign off, Young G. Oh,
Yeah.
architect,
This,
excuse me.
this boy, Lil G, the young architect, the man of many names, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Again, hopefully I get this crown back this week. I don't have this background for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I am him. Let us not forget. And hopefully I won't forget this coming week.
Ah, thanks for the intro. I like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
He says he doesn't have that crown for a reason. He has a brother. I have another son. And guess what?
Oh, he does. Hey, my little brother is talented, man.
Ultimate crown. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but thanks for tuning in, everyone. And remember, like, share, subscribe, put us in that algorithm. It was good hanging out tonight. And next week we should be back fully loaded with everyone. And I'll get our other two cohorts their picks. And I'll have them ready. So everyone's records will be posted for next week. Until then, peace to